Addison Dorenkamp, the Iowa ace in this. Let's meet everybody, shall we? Bentley Thomas from Ohio, Latham West, Bonnie Lake, Washington. Isabel Mahoney from Monticello, Minnesota. There is Emily Cohen, Englewood, Colorado. Looks like Wisniewski is not taking part in this race. Riley Blade, she'll be a player from Corona, California. Blade was the 5,000 winner, PR'd 16:18 yesterday and looked very strong doing it. Sophia Rodriguez, Mercer Island, Washington. Took part in the mile. Logan Hofste, Knights Track Club in Washington. She was fourth in the 5,000. Cassidy Armstrong from Seattle. Isabel Blocher, Sioux Valley Track Club in South Dakota. Addison Dorenkamp, the multi-Iowa champion, second in the 5,000, went 16:13. Giona Lopizzo from Carlsbad, California. Kiara Saavedra from Lincoln High School, Forest Park Track Club, part of the winning 4x1 relay, third place distance medley relay. Jamora Cooper from Air Academy, Colorado Springs, actually technically USAF. Peyton Meineke, Thornton, Colorado. And here's Zariel Machia again, who took part in the U20s. Machia's got a 10:07. And she may very well be the favorite in this. She's going to hang back and let everybody else. I think you're looking at her, and you're looking at Riley Blade, who does take the early lead.
Yeah, this is a bit of a rubber match, if you will, or a showdown between Blade, who won the Nike Outdoor National 5,000 meter the other night in 16:18, and it was Machia who won the U20 USATF 5,000 meter race to kick the event off back on Wednesday morning. And they both ran around the same time.
Very good. Yeah.
Yeah, and they both, Blade ran 16:18 to win the NON championship, and Machia ran 16:13 to win the U20 national championship. And I'm suspecting this will be a battle between them and maybe Dorenkamp as well. That's another one to keep an eye on.
Now this is a championship distance for her. .71 for the first quarter. This was Blade's best high school event. She finished third at the big CIF championship meet with a 10:06.
Well, this is very aggressive early running, Bob. This would put them down in the 9:20s, 9:30 range.
Which is, would destroy the national record, along with the meet record. Be the U.S. best this year. There they go, Williams, Dornkamp. This is Jalen Williams taking the early lead from Chula Vista. Williams has a 10:06.8, so she just ran this event on Wednesday in Seattle. Was part of that big crowd. She was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th.
I talked about this in one of the Dornkamp's earlier races, Bob. She's had almost a perfect season. She's been almost completely undefeated in every race that she's run this year. And when Dornkamp hasn't won a race, it's been a big race, like when she finished second in the 5,000 here the other day.
Yeah,
True
in
deep
big meets,
championship
big
race.
fields.
Yeah.
She's made a race. And I'll tell you, this year at Drake, I mean, the crowd, everybody knows her too. And so she steps out at Drake Stadium. And she gets the love. It's a short commute for her from West Des Moines. So through 3 quarters, Williams 342.85, Dornkamp 343.07, Peyton Meineke right there 343.64, Rodriguez, Machia.
Williams ran 10 flat at an invitational meet in Portland just last week. So she's on good form, and she's showing it here on the front, pushing the pace. No sign at the front of the race, Bob, yet of Blade or Machia.
Machia was 5th. Well, here they are creeping back. Blade has continued to move up a little. She's in 6th now. Machia, though, just dropped back to 7th, so those two working together at the moment. Or at least running together.
Yeah, and they came through the halfway mark at 5 minutes even, so they're right on 10-minute pace, and this is exactly what Williams ran just last week. So this is well within her wheelhouse. Dornkamp knows how to run at this pace as well. And now Blade and Machia starting to move up. I can see them moving through the traffic there, just 3 or 4 runners back of this lead duo. Shoulder to shoulder now for Dornkamp and Williams into the home straightaway.
Well, Dornkamp will take the lead now. 1 lap into the second mile. That's a 76 lap for Dornkamp, 76 for Williams. Sofia Rodriguez, a few seconds back. Lopizzo has moved up to 4th. And now Blade and Machia, 5th and 6th.
There they are, glued together, the two big favorites. Just going in and out of the camera shot. After that opening 71, Bob, they did settle down, and they've been splitting in the 76, 77 range. Now Dornkamp starts to stretch it out down the back straightaway. Williams grimacing a little bit. Her elastic band attachment to Dornkamp may snap any second. Oh, and Williams spot a bother here as Dornkamp presses on the gas pedal coming into the home straightaway. Addison Dornkamp looks in control. 2 to go from here. 880 yards of running in old money until the finish line comes up.
That lap of 75 for Dornkamp. That allowed her
She's
to
picking it up.
open up a 3-second lead over Williams.
Yeah. That's what's doing the damage here is Dornkamp is gradually ratcheting the pace up. She's gone 77, 76, 75 the last 3 laps.
And that third duo in the background, that's Blade and Machia, but they need to start gaining ground if they're going to have a shot.
It's starting to slip away for
600
them.
to go.
I was going to say the fatigue of the 5,000 meter racing might be in their legs, but Dornkamp has the same fatigue, Bob. She was second in the 5,000, so it's going to be a sensational performance for her. A great double here at the NON and the U20 championships.
Now she's going to hear the bell, 1 to go, and in excellent shape with this lead. 8:47, that was a 74, so she's really tapered. 76, 75, 74. No one else is doing that. Williams just ran a 79. She's getting slower. Lapizzo, a 79. Machia is making moves, but she is 11 seconds back of the leader. So there's your margin. Dornkamp back to Jalen Williams. Machia trying to get around Lapizzo for third. But the legend continues. Addison Dornkamp. Give her a distance and she'll beat you in a race. Dornkamp 16:31 for the 5, and she takes the 2 mile right at 10 minutes, 9:59.62, and it's a PR. You run a PR in the 2 right after you run the 5. And that is number 6 best in the U.S. this year. Machia second, 10:09.89. That puts her in the top 10. Jalen Williams third, 10:11.43. Lapizzo, 10:16.43. That's number 12 U.S. And Blade moves up to number 14 U.S. for the year, 10:18.50. Sophia Rodriguez, Mercer Island, season best, 10:20. Peyton Meineke from Thornton, Colorado, PR, 10:30.90. And Shamora Cooper from the Academy, now number 19 U.S. Emily Cohen, 9th place, and number 20 U.S. So in 1 week, the entire leaderboard is basically written for this event. Of course, not competed scholastically much of the year, but it all happened this week, and it all happened in the Pacific Northwest.
Indeed, it did. Addison Dornkamp add another W to a season of W's, regardless of the distance. 1,500 mile, 3,000, 3,200, 2 miles. It's another big W for Addison Dornkamp. And a true story of grit here at the NON with a second in the 5,000 to Riley Blade. She comes up big here in the 2 mile with a win, 9:59.62. And as you had said, Bob, the 6th fastest 2 mile by a high school girl in the nation this year.